Hey everyone, I just wanted to say thank you for you guys working super hard to get your angle finder to hopefully look something like this. And if it doesn't, or if it looks really close, um, we could see what happened there. But I wanted to make this video to help you extend these 8 angles that you had measured on your angle finder, and we're going to put these 8 angles in this quadrant up here and also down in these bottom two. So we're going to finish up our angle finder all the way to 360 degrees. So each quadrant is going to have these same angles in them over here, but the degrees, we got to figure out what the actual degree is, because every single angle is starting at 0 degrees and opening up from there. So 15 degrees, 22.5, 75 is starting at 0 way up here, right, all the way up to 90. So one concept we can think about here to get these angles down into this quadrant would just be extending um, the line through our vertex, or the center of our circle. I'm going to take the 45-degree angle here, and I'm just going to extend this line here. Okay, so now where where my line hits the circle, if you're doing this by pencil, all you would do is just extend it to the circle. But now what we need to figure out is, what exactly is this angle measure? And the angle we need to look at is the vertex is A, right? So starting from 0, there's our starting side, down to this, right? So on our unicircle, we have right here that this is 180 degrees, right? So this has to be bigger than 180 degrees, okay? This angle. So what we can think about is, whenever we extend a line, like a segment, in its opposite direction, what we're really doing is taking this angle that is 45 degrees, for example, the one I'm looking at here, and we're just adding to it, or we're going to rotate 45 degrees 180 degrees to get to here, right? So whenever we take a point in its opposite direction, it's like thinking that we're adding 180 degrees to it. So to think about this angle right here, we went up 45 degrees and then we added 180 degrees. So this angle must be 225 degrees. 180 plus 45. And here's 180 here, and this is a 45-degree angle, just like this is, right? They're just kind of rotations of each other. So that's how we're going to find all these angle values. You're going to extend all these angles into this third quadrant here, and then all we have to do is add 180 degrees to their degree measure to figure out what the angle is down here, okay? So like the 15 degree, if you extend that through, it'd go, this way. So we're really just adding 15 to 180, so that would be a 195-degree angle, something like that. Now, the next two quadrants here, how do we get these angles into here? The way that I like to think about it, and you can either fold your paper if you want to, or use your transparency, but I like to think of a reflection, right? If we took these angles and reflected them over, say, this vertical 90-degree line right here, then the angles would just reflect over here, right? So if you had your transparency, maybe you could put your transparency on top, right? And then trace your angles, and then just flip your transparency, which really flips or reflects the angles, and draw them over here. And then we need to figure out the angle measure, okay? So, for example, I'm going to reflect this 15-degree angle here, this point, and I'm going to reflect this segment. Okay, so there's the reflection, right? So we could reflect all of these, and we'll get the same look here, just, a reflection. But now we need to figure out what this angle right here is. So again, starting at the 0 line, right here, to this angle, what is it? It's less than 180 degrees, right? Because it doesn't open all the way to 180. So we need to figure out what that is. Well, this is 15 degrees right here, right? Just like this is 15 degrees right here. So we could think that this is 180 and we have to go back 15. So if you need a calculator, use one. But that would make this angle 165 degrees, right? And we can think about that. Now also, to get down in this quadrant, once we get this second quadrant done, we can extend our angles through the center again, just like we did down here, and we would add 180 to each of these angle measures to get up to here. So we're going to get all the angles up to 360 degrees, right? 0 and 360 degrees should be the same spot because 360 is a full rotation. Okay, so I hope that made sense. Try to do some problem solving, use your partners and whatnot for some help. But that's how we're going to fill out our unit circle, or excuse me, our measuring tool here. Good luck, guys.